All the Naruto movies explained. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Naruto, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. Ever wanted to watch a ninja movie about making a ninja movie? Well then, this one is perfect for you. Revolving around a young princess turned actor, our heroes find themselves thrown into the darker side of the cinema world when they become entangled with an actress who is secretly the daughter of the previous leader of the Land of Snow. But as it turns out, blood is thicker than water. But hunger for power is thicker than blood because the princess's own uncle kills her father and takes over the throne, causing said princess to run away and seek refuge in Ninja Hollywood as a talented actress. Escorting the princess back to her own land to help her film a new movie there, Uncle Doto decides to send mercenaries to kill everyone and take the crystal necklace she's wearing, because apparently that's a key to some great treasure. Doto and his men manage to kill pretty much everyone and kidnap the princess, but don't forget, this is a Naruto movie, so our boy manages to catch up with the villain and absolutely murderize him with his signature Rasengan. As it turns out, the special treasure left behind by the previous king was a generator that apparently melts all the snow. But if you melt all the snow in the Land of Snow, then what are you supposed to call it? Well, Land of Grass is already taken, so they decide to call it the Land of Spring. All Naruto wants, though, is a signed autograph, and of course he receives it, but the selfie is of him in the hospital unconscious getting a kiss from the princess. That being said, the events of this movie are likely also a movie, as the end credits end with the cast and crew of the movie shouting cut and cheering.
And cut! That's a wrap!
Good stuff, people! Thanks a million!
So this movie becomes the ultimate nesting doll of cinema in that it is a movie in a movie in a movie. Naruto movies really are something else. Number 2. Naruto, Legend of the Stone of Galel. East and West clash in this story of knights and ninjas. The Land of Wind is under attack by what appears to be knights and ships with heavy cannons. While the knights are no match for Kankuro and Gaara, the ship is a bit more troublesome. Not that they can't destroy it though. Elsewhere, on a routine mission with Sakura and Shikamaru, Naruto and company discover a caravan of nomads who once had a country but do not anymore. Naruto discovers a knight named Temujin. Temujin is not a ninja, so he doesn't know what chakra is, but apparently uses some form of magic from a legendary stone. Temujin proves that he's honorable, but his people are far less so. He takes Naruto to a cathedral-like building to meet with Haido, who is apparently the boss around here. Spoilers, he's the bad guy. During this time, it turns out the knights are experimenting on children and stuff. Naruto eventually teams up with Gaara and Kankuro to defeat some of the scientists who were experimenting on the children. As they go to confront Haido about the usage of the children, they get into an epic battle with him, in which Temujin has his redemption moment, causing him to fight against his former master. In the end, however, Naruto destroys the Stone of Galel and Haido with it. As the end credits roll, however, we're shown Temujin and the children survived and are sailing away. Number 3. Naruto, Guardians of the Crescent Moon Kingdom. Naruto learns the valuable lesson that money can't buy happiness when he, Sakura, Kakashi, and Rock Lee are sent to protect Michiru and Hikaru, a father and son who are both princes of the Crescent Moon Kingdom. Along the way, the princes show them that they can blow through money like an autumn wind through leaves when they impulse buy a circus for irresponsible reasons. They eventually board a ship to head back to their kingdom, but as a storm comes along, Naruto forces Hikaru to value the animals he bought and secure them after the latter attempts to forget about them to save his own skin. They manage to make it back to the kingdom, only to find out the king has been mortally wounded by his own former minister named Shabadaba. The king's injuries can't be healed by Sakura, as his entire lower half has been turned to stone, and apparently that can only be healed if immediately treated, which it wasn't. So the king tells Michiru that happiness doesn't equal money. In the end, Michiru is kidnapped by Shabadaba and his right-hand man, Ishidate, who has a gauntlet that turns people to stone. They decide to hang Michiru, but before they can kill him, Hikaru uses the circus he bought to sneak into the castle and freeze his father. A big battle happens in which Naruto is partly turned to stone. With Michiru and Hikaru's help, Naruto manages to kill Ishidate and Shabadaba, and so the day is saved, and the team decides to have fun in the Crescent Moon Kingdom, while Kakashi rests after overusing his Sharingan. Number 4. Naruto Shippuden the movie. The first movie in the Naruto Shippuden franchise, it revolves around a priestess from the land of ogres who can see into the future, and is the only one capable of sealing away a demon that is threatening to destroy the world with its terracotta army. The priestess, Shihoin, is a very much spoiled brat, but she has her reasons. As it turns out, when she sees the future, she can't undo it, and a lot of the times the visions she has are about herself and others, so she can't be happy. Others die, and when she dreams about herself, her servants just transform into perfect copies of her and die in her place. Well, she has a dream about Naruto dying too, and that goes over just about as well as you'd expect. Naruto is wearing kitchen pots and all other objects as makeshift armor to keep from dying, but apparently it is useless. They manage to get her where she needs to go, and it turns out that apparently the demon was the girl's mother. Well, Naruto defies fate, doesn't die, because if he did, the series would be over, and the two of them manage to seal the demon up once again. Number 5. Naruto Shippuden Bonds. You know what's cooler than ninjas? Flying ninjas. Apparently, during the Second Shinobi World War, there was a mysterious nation called the Land of Sky. They apparently had a beef with the rest of the world and got bodied, but after all these years, they decide it's time to come back, and who did they target? Konoha. Meanwhile, Dr. Shino, a powerful doctor, and his protege, a little boy who is actually a little girl named Amaru, are trying to help the wounded, but are required to go back to the village. As they do, they have to pass through a swamp to avoid the Land of Sky's flying shinobi. Once they get here, however, it's pretty much empty, and Shino apparently dies. Spoilers, he doesn't. Because of her pain, Amaru accidentally manifests a massive beast made of negative emotions that calls itself the Zero Tails, despite the fact that it has absolutely no relation to the tailed beasts at all. We might as well call Kisame the Zero Tails too. He considered himself a tailless tailed beast. Might as well make that official if anyone can be a tailed beast. Anyway, it is revealed that the Zero Tails is the MacGuffin of the movie, as it is the power source for the Land of Sky's mysterious super weapon, a flying battle station called Ankorvantian. Also, Dr. Shino is apparently the leader of the Land of Sky, and he's also not dead. A real big boss outer heaven twist there. Well, with his knowledge of the human body's ability to heal itself, as well as the Zero Tails' dark chakra, Dr. Shino manages to power up to the 8th gate of death minus the death. He basically goes Super Saiyan 3 on Naruto and just spanks him like a disobedient child. That is, until Sasuke shows up, uses his Sharingan to basically gentle fist Shino, and causes the latter to experience a total biological breakdown. Basically, Sasuke reapplied some death to the 8th gate of death, causing Shino to turn into a raisin. Sasuke did this because Orochimaru wanted the secret to Shino's technique.
But I will be taking you back to face Orochimaru.
I highly doubt Orochimaru wants me. He's probably trying to get his hands on this.
Sasuke manages to get this scroll, and together he and Naruto destroy the Zero Tails and knock Ankorvantian out of the sky before Sasuke peace out and leaves Naruto to die. But Naruto does not die, and the movie has a happy ending. Number 6. Naruto Shippuden Will of Fire. The past comes back to bite Tsunade as her old childhood friend decides that he wants to start a new world war. So he begins to collect shinobi from across every major nation in the world for his Chimera technique, a technique that will allow him to absorb the Kekkei Genkai of everyone he uses the technique on. To use the technique, he must be in his temple on Mount Shumi during a solar eclipse. As it turns out, that eclipse is very soon, and as it also turns out, the only Kekkei Genkai that he doesn't have yet is the Sharingan. So he activates a puppet seal that he put on Kakashi 10 years ago. Kakashi, knowing what Hirako is planning, asks Tsunade to place another seal on him that will activate Kamui when the Chimera technique begins. She does just that and lets Kakashi's zombie shuffle his way out of Konoha, labeling him as a missing nin. She orders all teams to stay away from him, but Naruto is notoriously bad at listening, so he goes after Kakashi anyway. They send Team 8, 10, and Team Guy to bring Naruto and Sakura home, but Naruto and Sakura have skills and plot armor, so they bust through anyway. They catch up to Kakashi, and as the technique begins, they manage to free him before he's absorbed. But even without the Sharingan, Hirako is still insanely strong. But you know what he's not stronger than? A Rasen Shuriken. Hirako gets Omega dead, and everyone celebrates. Number 7. Naruto Shippuden The Lost Tower. In this movie, Naruto goes back into the past to meet his dad and a woman who looks at first glance like Kushina but isn't Kushina. Chasing a missing nin named Mukure into the ruins of a lost city, Loren, Naruto accidentally travels 20 years into the past where he sees the city in its prime and meets the queen, Sara. You know who else he meets? Minato Namikaze, and eventually Minato figures it out. As it turns out, Mukure traveled 6 years into the past to become the minister of Loran called Anro Kuzan. He has Sara's mother killed and plans to use the vast energy well that the kingdom sits on to rule the shinobi world with his puppet forces. However, he forgets that he's messing with Minato Namikaze and Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto and Minato hit him with a massive Rasengan, killing him, while Minato seals off the power before erasing all of their memories to keep the past from changing. Returning to the present, they meet Sara's daughter, who possesses a chakra knife that she says her mother's hero gave to her in a dream. Naruto realizes that it was his chakra knife, and Sakura scolds Naruto for it. Number 8. Naruto Shippuden Blood Prison. Uh-oh, someone pretending to be Naruto tries to assassinate the Raikage. In response, Naruto is sent to the Hozuki Castle, aka the Blood Prison, for his crimes. Fun fact, while the events of this movie may not be canon, Hozuki Castle is actually canon. While there, they place a seal on Naruto that hurts him if he tries to use chakra and kills him if he escapes the prison. While there, he meets fellow prisoner Ryuzetsu, who is secretly a Hidden Grass Black Ops member who is there to kill Mui. Mui had apparently sealed his own son Muku into the Box of Paradise, a box said to be able to grant the wishes of whoever opened it. During the course of the movie, Naruto manages to get the seal removed from him and plans a prison riot. As he does, however, he's captured by Mui, who uses his Nine Tails chakra to open the box. As it turns out, all Mui wants back is his son, which he gets, but Muku is possessed by a demon named Satori. It's then revealed that the Hidden Leaf knew Naruto was innocent all along and was actually sending him there on a mission to investigate the rumors of the prison. In the end, though, Satori is defeated and resealed within the box, but Naruto, who was dying, is brought back to life by the Dragon Life reincarnation technique by Ryuzetsu, who dies from using the technique. They then bury Mui and Ryuzetsu before dumping the box into the sea, never to be seen again. Number 9. Naruto Shippuden Road to Ninja. Road to Ninja sends Naruto into a dream world where everything is backwards. In this movie, Naruto is exposed to the Limited Tsukiyomi, which is a not-so-infinite version of the Infinite Tsukiyomi, or as Itachi would call it, just the Tsukiyomi. But he's not the only one there, Sakura goes as well. Sakura, after getting upset by how embarrassing her parents are, tells Naruto that he's lucky his parents are dead. Sakura does whatever she wants and enjoys her life until she realizes that loneliness sucks, and Naruto realizes that his parents are imitations and becomes offended. As it turns out, this shinobi is Menma Namikaze, the dream world counterpart of Naruto. He manages to use his nine tails for things that I wish Naruto could have learned how to do because it's awesome. Anyway, Menma and Naruto clash, and Naruto ends out on top, proceeding to give over Menma to his parents before taking the Red Moon Scroll for himself. As he and Sakura open the scroll, they come to realize that it's the way out of the Tsukiyomi, and they use it to get back to their own world where they're pleased to see all of their friends are back to normal. Number 10. Naruto, the last movie. This is the first Naruto movie to actually be canon to the series. The events of this story take place after the 4th Shinobi World War. Naruto is the big hero of the village, but he's still too immature to be Hokage, so he's relegated to being a part-time teacher. Hinata is simping for him as she always does, but Naruto isn't paying her much attention. You know who is paying her much attention? A blind Otsutsuki named Teneri. Teneri is the last living descendant of Hamada Otsutsuki's Moon Clan after they used the Tensaigon, the vessel, not the eyeball, to kill each other. After misinterpreting Hamada's will, Teneri decides to destroy the earth, but not before he takes a bride. So he kidnaps Hinata and takes Hanabi as well for her Byakugan. As he transplants Hanabi's Byakugan into his own head, they begin to evolve into the Tensaigon, the eyeball, not the vessel. He begins to use its power to pull the moon apart and throw it at the earth, hoping to destroy it all and repopulate the earth together with her. However, he's forgetting one important thing: Naruto. Naruto, during his travels to the moon, discovers that he loves Hinata and decides to take his girl back from the sometimes blind alien ninja. He, along with his team, manages to catch up with Teneri on the moon, where he then has a knockdown dragout with Teneri and ends up cutting the moon in half. Somehow, the Earth is still okay despite this. In the end, he kicks Teneri's butt and Hinata walks over and rips his eyes out to give back the Hanabi. But do you think it's over? No! He starts absorbing all the Byakugan that were inside the Tensaigon, the vessel, not the eyeball, and then realizes that with all of these eyes, it becomes really hard to not look into the sun, which he accidentally starts doing. So Naruto has to save Teneri's life, and in the end, they end up becoming friends when Teneri realized that Hamada never wanted him to destroy the Earth and its people. Teneri decides to stay on the bisected moon as a protector of the Earth. If you watched the Boruto anime though, you see how well that turned out. Number 11. Boruto, Naruto the movie. Speaking of Boruto, this movie's about him. Taking place during the Chunin exams arc of the anime and manga, this movie preceded both. In this movie, Naruto has had kids and is now the Hokage. Boruto is his son, and he's a genin who's hoping to become a Chunin. However, Boruto is lazy, and because he's lazy, he can't master the ninjutsu he needs to know to pass the exams. So what is a lazy boy to do? Well, he cheats. He uses scientific ninja tools that can replicate ninjutsu he's never learned, leading the world to think that Boruto is some sort of prodigy. However, Naruto realizes what's going on and pops down into the arena where he discovers the truth and disqualifies his own son from the exams for cheating. But just as that happens, two new Otsutsuki appear: Momoshiki Otsutsuki and Kinshiki Otsutsuki. Momoshiki decides to destroy everything as he's collecting all the tailed beasts in order to create the 10 tails to absorb all the chakra from Earth. They kidnap Naruto, leaving Boruto to lament his father's possible demise. However, Boruto teams up with Sasuke as well as the other current Kage of the other villages, and they locate Naruto and rescue him. After rescuing him, Naruto and Sasuke team up to fight Momoshiki and Kinshiki. The Otsutsuki get bodied, so they decide to basically fuse. Kinshiki offers up his life for Momoshiki to absorb, which he does. This leads to a new transformation for Momoshiki that in this movie makes him look massive and red as opposed to the sleeker version in the manga and anime. In the end, nobody is a match for Momoshiki due to Momoshiki's ability to absorb ninjutsu and redirect it. However, Boruto's disappearing Rasengan is enough to catch him off guard, and Boruto, with the help of his father, manages to make a Rasengan big enough to kill Momoshiki. However, in his last moments of existence, Momoshiki places a karma seal on Boruto, so he may use him to reincarnate later. With the battle over, Naruto and Boruto return home and they both develop a healthy respect for each other. And that is every movie of Naruto explained. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a comment below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos as they drop. And while you're at it, check out one of these other awesome videos. Until next time, peace.